All right, parents, you might want to send your kids to bed. We're about to pull back the curtain on a certain magical Christmas tradition, but we think it's worth it to introduce you to Terrebonne Parish's own Elf on the Shelf. Rachel Hanley shows us how a parish official became one of Santa's little helpers.
You'd normally find him on a slide, at the library, or in his boss's sleigh. But Friday, Terrebonne Parish's own Robbie the Elf was working from home.
It's much different being the elf on the shelf versus moving the elf on the shelf.
This is Robbie Lee, the parish's communications director. He first became Robbie the Elf a few years ago when he worked in Lafourche Parish. The costume was originally meant for a mannequin.
They showed it to me and I was like, I don't know why, but right then and there I was like, I gotta put this on.
That day, the parish president came into his office to find this on his desk. After that, he kept going. Like his small plastic colleagues, he'd appear somewhere new every day in December. When he took a job in Terrebonne Parish's government, his higher-ups told him the elf costume had to come with him.
I'll get dressed before I even step foot out of my office. So I get dressed and I walk through the building dressed as the elf, like in full elf gear, and everyone laughs. Everyone thinks it's hilarious. It gets everybody in a good mood.
When he gets outside, the elf will go find his shelf, usually something that highlights a parish service or project. Thursday, he was spotted paying his utility bill. While he's out, he says fans always ask to take pictures with him, which he's happy to do.
Especially for this area who's had a very tough couple of years. I think everybody deserves a smile.
And Robbie the Elf is even helping Lee through a tough year. His own family's house flooded during Hurricane Francine 1 month after they moved in.
But I usually have tons of lights, way more decorations put up. In return, I've kind of done the elf thing a little bit further than what I've usually done.
That extra work has gotten Robbie the Elf some new fans. He says people even recognize him out of costume now. Celebrity can be tough, so every January 1st, he has a sophisticated disguise ready.
I'll change my glasses because everyone starts to recognize the glasses. So when they see me, they're like, oh, it's Robbie the Elf. So like, I have to take pictures with people, which is still fun, but you know, I do still like to keep my private life kind of private.
But for the next few weeks, the people of Terrebonne Parish will get to keep guessing where they'll see Robbie the Elf next. Rachel Hanley, WWL, Louisiana.
Well, Lee says he does a normal Elf on the Shelf for his 2 daughters. He keeps the costume at the office on purpose so they have no idea a life-size one is living right under their own roof.